Hey, welcome to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to show you how I got these shoulder length kinky twists done. I really love them. They're very easy to maintain and they're very easy to style as well. So I retouched my hair the previous day and I had some burnt spots. I retouched my hair but I washed it myself, so I'm guessing I didn't take out the relaxer well enough, so I had to wash off my hair again. Let me tell you guys, I don't take care of my hair as much. I retouched the day before and I'm braiding it the next day. I don't care, I just do it because sometimes I just get so tired of my hair. But I use the Mega Growth shampoo and detangling conditioner just to take out all those burnt spots and just to make sure that my hair doesn't itch me during the period I'm carrying the braids. So I just wash my hair, comb it out, and then I blow dry it. And once I'm done blow drying, I use this oil I got. I can't remember the name of Mazuri. I think that's the name of the brand. Mazuri olive oil. It's a silk serum. It has argan oil and then it has olive oil. So I just blow dry my hair and then I just put that on and then I go over it with my blow dryer again. So I also went in with this TCB hair food. It's a very affordable cream that I found in the store, so I use it. This one has lanolin or something, and then there's another one that has coconut oil or so. So when it comes to the braiding hair that I use, this was the one I initially got. This one is called Darling Natural Twist and it's in 20 inches. I bought 2 packs of color 1 and 1 pack of color 33. But when we started making the hair, which I'll show you guys as we go along in the video, I noticed that this wasn't giving me the hairstyle I wanted. I wanted to make short twists that were bouncy and very light, and I wanted the tips to also have like a particular kind of curl. When we used this one, it wasn't giving me what I wanted. We had made the back and I didn't like the way it looked. Apparently this is better for some other styles, but wasn't good for the style I wanted to make. So I just pushed this aside and my hairdresser recommended another brand, Xpression Ceres, that's what it's called. So I ended up buying Xpression Ceres and this one did such a good job for me. It's very bouncy, it's very light, but I don't know, the tips just came out very differently. But my hairdresser found a way to make the tips look like I wanted them to look. The 2 styles you can see on the card, the 2 lower styles, look similar to what I wanted, only that I wanted mine to be a bit longer than this. I wanted it to be shoulder length. So this was the brand I ended up using. Sorry I couldn't show you the full pack, my children had ripped it apart, but this is what the braid looks like. I bought 3 packs and a pack was 1,000 naira and I used 2.5 for the full head of hair. So if you look at this one, it's really bouncy. When you stretch it, it bounces back, so it's very weightless on my head and I really love it. I just don't like the fact that I didn't have access to other colors. I just found color 1 and I wanted to mix it with like a brown or like a gold type of color, but I could only find color 1. So this is what it looked like when we started making the hair with the Noble brand, with Noble Kinky Twist, Natural Twist, that's what it was called, Noble Natural Twist. And I just noticed from the first one, I didn't like the way it felt. It felt very tight. I didn't want the hair to feel tight. I wanted it to have a loose type of look, and then I didn't like the way the tips looked. So I was like, what, let me give it a try. And then I just wanted her to just continue. If I hold 2 or 3 together and I don't like the way it looks, then we'll just scrap it. And we had made 3 and I didn't like the way it looked, so we switched to the one that she recommended, which was Xpression Ceres, and that's what we started with. The last time I made kinky twists was when I was pregnant with my first daughter, and she's 9 years now. So that was the last time I had kinky twists on my hair, and it was a style I really loved in uni. I made this a lot in uni, first of all because I think it was very affordable to make. With like 4,000 naira or maybe 5,000 naira, you've paid for the braids and then you've paid for the making of the hair. So it was really cheap to make and it lasts really long, plus it gets more beautiful as it gets older. So it was something I made very often when I was in school. Unfortunately, because it's been so long, I don't think they sell the particular braiding hair I used to use in school, because that particular one everybody knew about it, and when you want to make it you just go straight for that one. This time around, when I needed to make, I had to ask questions. I looked online, and even with looking online, I didn't still get enough information, and I ended up going to the store and buying the noble one. But this is this was what I wanted. I wanted something loose, I wanted something bouncy, and I wanted something that felt really light when I moved my head about. I didn't want something that had a lot of weight to it. So it's been so long since I made it, but making it now just reminded me of how much I loved it. It took a while for me to get used to the hair, because it's always like that when I make hair that I haven't made in a long time, it takes me a while to get used to the hair on my head. Another reason why I like kinky twist is the fact that it's very easy to maintain, and you can very easily style it with hairpins, without hairpins, and because of how I don't know, how it just kind of bends, you can just use your hands and just just put your hands through it, and it just kind of stays that way for a while. And because we're going swimming this festive period, it will be a good style to go into the water with. Even if I get it wet, I can easily just dry it at home, and because it looks better with time, it would still last very long even if I get into water with it a couple of times during this period. So that's another reason why I was like, you know what, I don't need bone straight hair, let me do kinky twists. So this hair took us about 4 to 5 hours to make, and considering the fact that I didn't make them tiny, I wanted them medium size, almost big, but my hairdresser is not very fast when it comes to making hair, so I feel like she took longer than people who are faster would have. But then it took us about 4 to 5 hours to make it. But when she was done making it, I didn't like the way the tips were looking, and I kept on complaining about the tips, and she was like, you know what, I got you. She used this rat tail comb, and then she was twisting the tips, and funny enough, the way she twisted them, the tips have remained like that up until now. So even if I find anyone that looks like it's getting long or like it's losing the curls at the tips, I just twist it with a comb and it just stays in place for a while. When I looked at videos of people who have used this same braiding hair to make this style, I noticed that there's also a way they can knot it if that's the style you like. I didn't like the way it looked, and that wasn't the style I was going for. But there's a way you can knot it and then cut it with the scissors at the end of the day. So it just has this bulky tip when you do it that way. I didn't want it that way. I wanted it to just be very irregular and very effortless. Let's just call it effortless. So this was like the best way to go, because once I put my hands through it, some of the curls loosen up, and it ended up not being like this, because the way it looks now, it looks like it's uniform and it will be like a bob length, but I ended up running my hands through it and just kind of loosening it out. So the hair is done. This is what it looks like, and I've gotten used to it. I think the first night I made it, I wasn't really sure how it looked on me, but after I wore it out, got back home, I now like it, and I've now fully gotten into the whole kinky thing right now. So I really like how it looks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're on this channel for the first time and you're not subscribed. I will see you in my next video. Happy holidays.